What's going on, guys? It's your boy GS, and welcome back for Madden 13 gameplay. And today we are providing you guys with some Minnesota Vikings gameplay, and our opponent decides to select the Philadelphia Eagles. And because of their overall being so low, for whatever reason, they're becoming more and more popular online. Like, a lot more people are deciding to go with the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're not that easy to match up with. I mean, they're still a very, very, very good team. Even though the overall is so low, they still have lots of playmakers, and to me, they're still one of the best Madden teams in the game. So no surprise that a lot of people like to go ahead and select the Eagles still, but you know, at this point, I'm still using the Broncos scheme, and that is the shotgun bunch of weak formation. But as you can see, first play of the game, he ends up scoring a touchdown just like that. So we're down immediately 7-0, and there's nothing more frustrating than giving up a touchdown very, very early in the possession, then, because I have no idea what to expect next time he comes around on offense. So I don't even have a game plan really to try and, you know, stop his offense. So I mean, that right there sucks. The formation that I'm using really doesn't allow too much running, so me having the Vikings kind of prevents Adrian Peterson a lot. But as you guys see, this is still early on in the scheme, so I am going for it on fourth downs and things like that, just to give myself, you know, as many downs to go for it as possible. Whenever I'm trying to figure out a scheme for the first time, I do end up going for it on fourth down and things like that, just to give myself more downs to try and figure this scheme out. So we're very close to scoring right here, and that's exactly what we end up doing. We end up tying the ball game, so now it's 7-7, and as usual with majority of our games, we just got to hope for a stop. We need one stop to put ourselves in position to go ahead and, you know, take the lead via, you know, turnover on downs or fumble, interception, something. We need something to give our offense back the ball to give ourselves an opportunity to take the lead. So, as you see, right there, we end up getting a fumble, but he ends up recovering. And fourth down, he ends up going for it, and he ends up getting the first down. So the Eagles got a lot of things to worry about, mainly their speed. You know, their streaks, they can beat you very easily. You know, I lose a lot of streak battles when it comes to the Eagles, you know, so that is my main focus, is stopping the streaks. But then you still got McCoy underneath there. You still got Vic to worry about. If you somehow stop everything, he has the ability to take off. So Eagles are definitely one of the most frustrating teams to go up against. They just have so many weapons from every position. So right here, he ends up scoring another touchdown. So now it's 14-7. So at this point, you know, we just got to continue to stay fluent on offense, and again, just hope he can somehow throw in the coverage or make a mistake or something. You know, we need something going our way. Right there, we try a streak of our own, and of course it doesn't work. I mean, for whatever reason, streaks don't really work my way. You know, I always overthrow them, or one way or another, it usually doesn't work out. But right there, we end up converting for the first down, and as you can see, we got Christian Ponder. We're throwing a lot, and we're doing pretty good with it, you know, considering he's not one of the best throwers in the game, and we don't have really any game plan for Adrian Peterson with this scheme. So that right there kind of sucked them. I mean, I did try draws and things like that, but they don't have any really good running plays out of this formation. So that right there made it more difficult to try and move the ball. But for the most part, Ponder really gave me a good game. You know, he gave me a solid outing. He really didn't do anything too crazy. Excuse me. I apologize for that. So, as you see, we're moving the ball. We're very, very, very close to scoring, and that's exactly what we do. We end up tying the ball game. So now it's 14-14. And again, we need to stop. We need to make something happen. We need to be able to get ourselves the lead here. You know, going score for score is never a good thing, because then if he stops me, then he can go up 2 possessions. So, you know, we don't want that. So We got to figure out a way to, put some pressure on them, make them throw a bad pass. We got to figure something out so we can get this ball back. So right now we're in the second quarter. We're getting really, really close to the 2-minute warning. And we do get ball back at halftime. So a stop right here would be amazing. Then we could score, hopefully get ball back at halftime, score again. And game could be, changed after that. Big sack, as you saw, but he ends up getting a first down anyway. So, we're having trouble stringing together stops on this defense as he ends up scoring another touchdown. But we do get ball back at halftime. So scoring here and then getting ball back gives us an opportunity to take the lead eventually if we can score here. So right here is a very, very crucial possession. We end up going to Adrian Peterson. Gets us a good run up the middle. And as you can see, Christian Ponder is throwing really, really good, man. We end up finding Simpson wide open on the right, and we end up scoring a touchdown. We end up tying the game. So here we go. Can we get a stop before halftime? As you guys know, just stay giving up touchdowns before halftime. So let's see if we can get a stop here, a crucial stop, because this right here gives us the chance to go into halftime with the tie game, with the opportunity to get the lead. Right there's a big, big sack right there, 4th down, and he decides to go for it. And unfortunately, he doesn't get it. I mean, unfortunately for him, fortunate for us, we end up stopping him, and we are already in field goal range. I mean, I have no idea why he would go for it in that position. I mean, punting the ball was the more safe bet, but we end up getting sacked, and we kind of get ourselves further back from field goal range, but we still leg it out, and we go into halftime with the 3-possession lead. I mean, not 3-possession lead, a 3-score lead. So then he comes out an onside kick, maybe a little desperate. I don't know why, for whatever reason. I mean, it's his fault. I mean, one punt could have changed this, but now we're in a position to go up 2 possessions thanks to his crazy offensive play calling at that point. So right here we want to stay focus on offense, but he holds us to a field goal. We'll take it. I mean, it does still make it a 1-possession lead, a 1-point differential if he ends up scoring. So, we wanted a touchdown, but, we'll take a field goal. So, hopefully we can get ourselves another stop. And, a lot of things to worry about right there. That's the biggest thing about this team, man. Them streaks, really, really tough to stop because I don't have defenders that quick to match up with them. They're just going to outrun anybody I put, especially Winfield. His speed is 89? From the shotgun, he'll fire it out to the left. I don't have the speed to match up. And look at me doing streaks of my own. I finally convert a streak, and we end up scoring a touchdown almost immediately. So we end up going for 2. That way we end up making it a full 7-point lead, and we end up converting. So now it's 35-28. We got a 1-touchdown lead. And at this point, again, we're hoping for 1 stop. That is going to be the biggest thing about this game. Can we make a stop? Are we going to be able to string together a stop? And it doesn't look like it so far. He's moving the ball very, very well. Outside of that idiotic 4th down call, he's been moving the ball at will. And he ends up scoring another touchdown. So I'm really having difficulty on defense stopping him. Again, there's so many weapons to look for. It's really, really tough to stop the Eagles, especially knowing I have slow corners, so I have to pay heavy attention to make sure I have help over the top because I don't want to get beat deep. But nonetheless, we got to stay, confident on offense to put up, points. So right here, Ponder again, we end up trying to run for it. So it's 3rd and 10. We go over the middle, and thankfully we end up getting the first down. So it's getting really, really tough to try and move the ball because you don't want to become one-dimensional, especially with the Vikings. You don't want to continuously just pass the ball. But that formation, there's really nothing there. And again, I'm working heavy at this point in time on the scheme to try and figure things out. So you see me just continue to pass with Ponder, but I'm doing pretty good for the most part as we got a lead again. So now we need something. We're getting desperate. We don't want to go score for score because that's just, never good for us. because things can change if he stops us. So we want to give ourselves that cushion, that 2-possession lead. That way, no matter what, we can stop him. Thankfully, he doesn't get that right there. 4th down, he goes for it. He throws it. Who's he throwing to? There's nobody there. Yes, there is. It's me. Don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. Somebody please send this man a link to my channel. Let him know. Do not throw the ball my way. That is the one mistake that you could not afford, my man. Don't throw the ball towards me. And right there, 4th down. We go for the comeback route because it works for everybody but me. I decide to do it. And, of course, I catch it. But he runs backwards like 8 yards. That never happens for everybody else when they do it. That's why I hate that route. It never works for me. And we gave up a good chance to go up 2 possessions. So now he has an opportunity to tie the game. And 4th quarter is go time now, so we need to be able to lock down and be able to bring this game home. And making stops is what's going to be able to win us this game. So 4th down, he decides to go for it, and we stop him again. I felt like he should have took his points, but he decides to go for it. He doesn't get it. Next possession, we end up checking down to Peterson, and he's just going to outrun absolutely everybody. He's sticking up his middle finger and celebrate. It's a celebration. So we end up scoring a touchdown, and now we finally get that 2-possession lead where no matter what he does on offense, we're guaranteed to remain with the lead no matter what. So that right there is always a good situation to be in. So now, obviously, I want to be able to watch out for the streaks. Now he's probably going to get desperate and try and score as quickly as possible. So we got to be careful with the streaks. And right there, he ends up checking down to McCoy. Nice 1st down right there. Now he ends up running with Vic. Again, a lot of weapons on this team to worry about, man. This team is very, very, very deadly. Right there, another throw up the middle, and he's moving the ball again. Outside of those 4th down bonehead conversions that he wasn't able to get, he's been doing really, really good on offense. But then again, who doesn't do really good on offense against me? So, that's no surprise. So we're up 1 possession right there. He tries to hit me with the onside kick, but we end up getting the ball back, and we still get that 1 possession lead. So now we want to kill the clock. We want to waste as much time as possible. We want to keep the ball away from him. And look at Adrian Peterson. Not having too much success in the running game, considering I'm not running the ball, but he's coming through when we need him to. And right now, we have an opportunity to go up 2 possessions again. And, of course, we're taking as much time off the clock as possible. Time is his enemy right now. Time is against him. So, right here, we get to a 3rd and long. And we're looking. We'll ponder. We go over. And we end up going to Peterson. Safe bet. Keep the clock going. We end up kicking a field goal here. And we end up going up again. 2 possessions. So, at this point, we feel really, really confident that we're going to be able to bring this victory home. He doesn't have any timeouts. Even if he does score, all we need is the ball back from the onside, and game is over with a couple of kneel downs. So, no matter what he does here, I'm still going to have the lead. So, stop the streaks. Don't let him get anything to the outside. We want to stop him from going out of bounds just like that. We don't want too many plays like that. We want to stop him from going out of bounds. We want to stop him from the streaks. And right there, we end up coming with a huge, huge sack. And again, time is his enemy right now. So time is ticking off the clock, and there's nothing better than putting somebody in position where they got to hurry up. And because hopefully they can just make a bad read. But for the most part, he's doing really, really, really good. Ends up squeezing his way out of bounds. He's playing effectively this drive. He's going out of bounds. He ends up scoring a touchdown right there. So all we need is this onside kick to win this game. And he decided to squib it. I guess he tried a little surprise onside squib kick up the middle, knowing I was going to come out and onside kick. And that's it. That's the end of the game, guys. We end up coming through with the victory. I hope you guys enjoy it. We end up winning by 3 points. Tough game, but we end up coming through. And considering we did not have Adrian Peterson in our running game, but we ended up beating the Eagles with the Vikings. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to show love to the like button if you were entertained. Providing nothing but the most biblicalness of biblicalness. As always, it is your boy GS, and I am signing out. Peace. Give it to me, baby. Look at Christian Ponder. Oh, we'll take them 10 points. We will take them 10 points. You drop something, son. Follow me on Twitter if you guys aren't already. I'm out. Peace.